Weatherman, don't tell me lies, I know it's all a big surprise. It's a hocus pocus magic that you do.
Good morning, Texas Hill Country. I am meteorologist David Knollhoff. Thank you for tuning in to WEITV on Frequency YouTube. Let's go ahead and take a look what weather pattern we had over the past week. Actually, a pretty favorable one. In fact, this big ridge of high pressure that had been dominating a good portion of last month, April, into the very early part of May, has slid on over to the east, and we had a trough build in across the Texas Hill Country this week, a general large-scale trough system which allowed a few systems, actually 4 different systems, across the Texas Hill Country. We had rainfall totals through Thursday up towards 2 to 5 inches depending on where you were at in the Texas Hill Country. Very favorable rain, very favorable conditions for the beginning of May, which actually ends up being one of our highest rainfall months. Typically across the Texas Hill Country, our rainfall averages for May are anywhere from about 4 to 5 inches, and similar for the month of June, 4 to 5 inches. So to get 2 to 5 inches already in the beginning of May, we're in a good spot for the rest of the month. And certainly more rainfall to also talk about. High temperatures this last week were in the 80s and 90s, and low temperatures in the 60s and 70s. Let's go ahead and take a look into the weekend. Okay, taking a look at our weather forecast today through the rest of the weekend and into next week, we had welcome rains overnight. 2 to 4 inches fell across a good portion of the Texas Hill Country, isolated higher amounts, and even some severe weather, especially across the southern, very far southern parts of the Texas Hill Country. Fortunately, this mainly turned into only a rain event versus a strong severe weather event. And the rainfall is very beneficial. So if we look at totals over the last week, we're already seeing totals above the average for this time of the year in May. So great news, very welcome system. This was really system number 1. That's going to move off the rest of the weekend, not only today, but into Saturday. So we're going to be drying out later in the day today, and certainly on Saturday. And we will be completely dry by the Sunday time frame, which of course is Mother's Day. It looks like to be actually a very nice Mother's Day. High temperatures this weekend in the 80s and lows in the 60s. Towards the beginning of next week though, as the ridge builds in for the Sunday time frame, that ridge is going to move off fairly quickly, and we have system number 2 moving in Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday time frame. This is going to be a broad trough over a large portion of the Texas area, and it's going to be slowly working its way across the Texas Hill Country Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday time frame, and that does mean additional rainfall. Right now the models haven't been too consistent with exactly how much rainfall over that time frame, Monday through Wednesday, but we could be looking at half-inch totals by Wednesday afternoon. We'll keep you posted though if any major changes occur. Certainly we'll keep you posted on Facebook and Twitter. Anyway, so that system, that second system, probably moves out of the area by Wednesday, and we dry out for Thursday and Friday of next week. High temperatures still in the 80s and lows in the 60s. That's your weather forecast. Thank you for joining us today. I'm meteorologist David Knollhoff.
Look at clouds and watch them swirl, and then you take us for a whirl and try to tell us that you know the truth. I was watching last week's show, your estimate was a little low, and I think you told me I would get some